Here we are with my old friend, colleague, and future Hall of Famer, Steve Flink.
When did I become old?
Well, every day, one day more. And Hall of Famer, I should stay on my knees. Steve, Kerber won. Pliskova took many chances. She was leading one break in the up in the third set, but when they were 4-all, she made no points.
Absolutely.
She lost 8 consecutive points, and 4 or 5 of them were on fourth.
I think she was very fatigued, Ubaldo. It was very human, as it was when we saw it in the men's semifinals with Djokovic and Monfils. There were different stages where they both were bothered by the heat, and I think it really got to Pliskova. But to Kerber's credit, she was just supremely fit. I felt she could have gone on and played another set, no problem. And then her fitness won her that match in the end, I think, because she got extracted the errors so easily at the end.
I think there was also a mental side, because Pliskova has more an experience. She never made more than 3 rounds in a slam. It was a big occasion, opportunity, the crowd, the first final, while the other ones has already played this year, had already played two slams finals plus an Olympic final, so that makes a difference.
Yeah, I agree. The nerves are a factor as well, but I just think that the heat, some of the errors look to me like all of them look nervous. Some of them look like tired errors. We'll never know, but I think that in the end, Kerber was a very worthy winner of this tournament, Ubaldo. She'd had a tough time since she won Australia, because Serena beat her in the finals of Wimbledon. She lost that Olympic final to Puig. She lost the Cincinnati final to Pliskova, but now comes through and wins her second major.
In the story that I wrote in the Italian homepage, I made a comparison, a parallel between Kerber and Nadal, saying they're both left-hander, they both fight hard, they never surrender, even if they play a player that seems to be more aggressive, more powerful, with more winning strokes, they stay there. They never surrender. Sometimes they lob, they find back the position, they go back.
Yeah, I can see your point. Yeah, I think the only difference, of course, that he has that heavy, severe topspin on his forehand, and hers is not like that. The technique is different, but the attitude is identical, as you said.
Yes, and then, if a player, a right-handed player, leaves out some space on his right, then also Kerber is capable to hit a down-the-line forehand, like Nadal does.
Yeah, she hits that beautifully. Yeah. I just think overall she hits flatter, but she does remind me of him in the never say die attitude.
Yeah. Anyway, so what have we done? So I say also in tennis sometimes the best defender wins.
Right.
I mean, sometimes you are more enthusiastic about the game of the attackant, and you enjoy that, to see that. But then, what happens? The defender who is more consistent wins.
That's an interesting point you're making, because it leads us to the men's final, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. You're an Hall of Famer, but you understand immediately. So, what will happen with Wawrinka hitting very hard, strong, especially with the backhand, but also serve, forehand, and the other one who is a fantastic defender, because Djokovic is able to retain everything. What do you think?
Well, that's what I think. I think that Djokovic, in the end, I think that I couldn't help but think you were leading us there, because Djokovic is going to make Wawrinka play all day long, and if it takes 5 sets, he'll be there, and you know how few balls he'll miss in the crunch, and he weighs the percentages. Now, if Wawrinka managed to get him in that final at the Roland Garros last year and the other time in Australia in the previous year, but it's still hard for me to imagine he can do it again tomorrow. It's possible, but I have to believe that the odds are in Djokovic's favor because of his defense, his incredible defense.
Yeah, you may be right. I only noticed that this last week, I saw a very good one of Wawrinka.
Yes.
While I'm not so sure about the form, the shape, the condition of Djokovic, the shoulder, right shoulder, the left shoulder, the wrist. He has so many
ailments. It's true, but I thought that the two at the beginning, when he had the left wrist and then the right arm that was bothering him against Jerzy Janowicz in the first round, I don't think that's really there anymore. And as far as the shoulders, when he was playing Monfils, I think some of that was, I don't think it was serious. I think I really don't. I'm not serious.
Actor studio?
Well, not so much acting, but I think maybe he needed a little rest. I'm not sure. It just didn't strike me as being serious, or that he didn't seem worried about it when it was over at all.
Well, I have no reason to contrast the future Hall of Fame. So thanks a lot to everyone. Let's see us each other tomorrow after the final. Thanks, Steve.
Ubaldo, thank you very much.